Nobody's home. Nobody's home.
Okay. We are back. After weeks. Weeks. Moving's no fun. Moving's never fun. It's probably going to sound a little echoey. I made some adjustments on OBS, so you're not going to hear the worst of it. But the problem with the room that I'm streaming from at the moment is it's a bit echoey, just a little. Most of it's just because there isn't a lot in here, but uh, it's very tall. It's a very tall room. So I'm gonna have to get some of those like sound dampening mats at some point to put on the walls, and that should be fine. But after weeks of moving and getting stuff put in, I'm finally a bit more settled in. Not as much as I'd like to be. My couch arrived today, thankfully. I haven't had a couch in here for a couple weeks. But yeah, I want to make sure I had enough of a setup in here so that I could get back into streaming. So here we are. The reason we're starting earlier. So the insulation in this apartment is actually fantastic. I have not heard my other neighbors like the entire time I've been in here. It's been good. And from where I have the computer room set up, there's about like 3 or 4 walls of separation between everyone. So if I end up yelling or anything like that, it really shouldn't matter. I don't think anyone will hear me. But there is a, hey, keep it down at 10 o'clock policy here. So it's whatever. I don't care too much. But we'll make it work. A lot of this stream is mostly just going to be like as a test. I want to see how everything will do. I've got everything positioned in such a way where, it should be fine. But I am going to have to work on the echo in here. And that's just going to need some stuff in the walls. Other than that, yeah. Time travel to another time zone. It's that easy. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem starting an hour early. I do know it kind of messes with the usual scheduling of everything, though. But we'll see. If it turns out that like nobody can hear me, like I don't get any complaints or knocks or anything else like that, maybe we'll go on till 11. But I don't know. Like I said, I'll do this for a couple weeks and I'll see where it goes. But I don't think it should be a problem. Again, I don't even hear the other neighbors where I am. So yeah, you had a chance to play Hades 2? Oh yeah. I was playing it back when it was in early access. I think I have about 50 hours in it. I'm almost at the end. Well, almost at the end of seeing the credits. Like it's to the point where I've beaten I don't know, is it a spoiler? I won't spoil who you fight on Olympus, but I've beaten Kronos about like 9-10 times. But when I was playing it in early access, you didn't have access to the room in the back. In early access, once you beat Kronos, it just instantly killed you and sent you back. I love in early access that they had dialogue and everything for that too. It's like, oh, we'll just have to wait and see. So all of the stuff that happens when you get into the room is new. Because none of that was there until the game launched. So yeah, I have to go through and do a couple more playthroughs for that. But yeah, I've got a lot of time in Hades too. The guy you fight on Olympus is, oh my god, I love that fight. Like the first time I did, I'm like, oh no, and like I had the dark form or dark side form, so I was like, okay, maybe the invincibility will save me, and no, just no. It wasn't until I started getting used to all the moves. I did beat him on my second try. But yeah, I've beaten them like 3 or 4 times now since then. But yeah, It's been great. Hades 2 is definitely up there with like my biggest recommends of the year, with like Clair Obscure, Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance. There's so much stuff. Friggin' one of my most anticipated games just came out today, which was By Sweet Carol, which is that new Clock Tower inspired game from the people that made the Remothered series. I'm looking forward to playing that. I might hold off from playing it for next week's stream, though. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, I figured as much with that Spectre. I figured it was as much with that when it was like Prometheus talking about it. But yeah. Oh yeah. Literally came out today. That and Yuka Replay, which if you have the original, you can get for like under $20, which is nice. So yeah, I gotta play those. Oh yeah, Mina got delayed. Yeah, Mina's not coming out October 31st anymore. They don't have a release date, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I was very much looking forward to Mina at the end of the month. Anyways, tonight's game is one of my favorites. This is an extremely good horror game. If you don't know who Kira is, we've played Lunacid on stream before. Lunacid's fantastic. Lunacid is pretty much a great modern day version of Kingsfield. And I would highly recommend it to everybody. In fact, it's so Kingsfield that Kira actually went and found the original tools that were used to make levels in Kingsfield games and made a prequel to Lunacid in that engine. It's impressive as hell. So highly recommend that. But Kira, like most everyone knows Kira for Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. It's fantastic, of course. But I was about to say both this and I think what's the name of it? Basilisk and Basilisk 2000 are like my big recommend plays. Basilisk and Basilisk 2000 are so fucking creative. Like it's the kind of shit where it's like people can make horror out of this and you don't even expect it when it's so good. I don't want to spoil a thing about Basilisk. Go on Kira's itch.io page and download and play them. Make sure to download both of them. It is important. Yeah. But tonight's game is Lost in Vivo, which they had a Kickstarter campaign, which I backed. And I was impressed, very impressed. This came out around the time when Konami just really, really had no idea what they were doing with Silent Hill. This felt like somebody who understood what Silent Hill was about and wanted to make something comparable. And I would say very comparable. Yeah. I mean, we got a Kickstarter notification like a couple days ago, I think, where they said that they had to delay it because they were still working on stuff. But they were very transparent on what needed to be worked on. There was a couple of our assets and everything that just weren't going to be ready in time. It sounded like they were kind of down to the wire, so they just needed some more time. Mina looks cool. Never heard of it tonight. Yeah, it's a Yacht Club Games new game. I backed that one on Kickstarter too. I was excited for it. Yeah, Silent Hill. I've heard mixed feelings on Silent Hill F. Okay, really quick before we get into Lost in Vivo. I have played Silent Hill F for about 20 hours. I've gotten 3 of the endings in it. I want to say your first run of the game should not be your only run of the game. It gets substantially better in New Game Plus. Highly recommend. Kind of like with like Nier Automata, where like you shouldn't just go for the one ending because you're not getting the whole experience. Do not stop Silent Hill F at your first playthrough. Do New Game Plus. It adds in context, completely changes dialogue, puts in a whole bunch of items that trivialize the worst parts of this game. Like, do it, please. Not the Yoko Taro shit again. I think it makes sense in the context of Silent Hill because you look at like the other endings and everything, and something like obviously Silent Hill 2 or Silent Hill 3. Where, like, in Silent Hill 2, a lot of the context is James is just kind of going through an endless loop of shit in Silent Hill. Kind of the same thing going on in Silent Hill F. So, like, it's, I don't know, if you're going to spend $70 on a game and only play through it once, don't do that. Play through it again on New Game Plus. You're going to have a much better time with it, but that's the long and short of it. Worst part about the game to me is the combat. Yeah. That's my quick summary. Anyways, Lost in Vivo. Yeah, I backed this game way back when. And I played through it and liked it very, very much. Yeah, why don't we boot it up and begin? There's a couple things I want to talk about with Lost in Vivo when we get into the game too. Just like a couple of like cute references, Easter egg kind of thing. Today on the talk about random game stream. I mean, to be fair, it has been a while since I streamed, so I was kind of expecting this was going to happen. And hey, good indicator for how the audio is, because I'm sure you guys would have told me if something was off by now. So again, you might hear a slight echo. That's it. I'll have that fixed in the future once I get some soundproofing in. It's just a big room. Or at the very least, it's not the living room that I had in my old place, which was so chock full of shit that there was no echo. Not like echo, but it's like, yeah. Like I said, I'll have it fixed in the future. I just have to soundproof the room a little more, as much as you can soundproof a room. Like the pads and everything, like you see other streamers getting all that. They don't really soundproof a room. They just adjust the acoustics so that there isn't a bouncy echo. Okay. Boot it up. And I'm sure we'll have more to talk about with Silent Hill as we're playing Lost in Vivo, because, yeah. Slight echo isn't a deal breaker for me. I remember early YouTube sound quality. Yeah, it's... I remember some of my old microphones from way back when. Just, oh, God. Do not miss those days. .3D positional audio, therefore headphones are strongly recommended. And yeah, definitely headphones with this game. When it says it uses the 3D positional audio, that means you need to use it yourself too. So, back when I first played Lost in Vivo, hold on a minute. Just some stuff on my end. There we go. Back when I first played this game, it was pretty much just the main game with, I think, like, one or two of the lost tapes. Lost in Vivo now is jam-packed with extra shit. Well worth not just going through once. The, like, the Mercis tapes here, there are a bunch of, like, side games and everything that Kira worked on that are all included in this game. Some of them are really good. Let's begin. How are you feeling? Do you feel these sessions are still helping? You could try something a little more direct. You could start in vivo exposure therapy. And we have our proper... I don't know if it's because of the FOV, or maybe we're just really short, but he looks like a big corgi. Big boy. Data Dog. It kind of does look like Data Dog. But yeah, so a lot of the opening of this game is just kind of taking in the sights for a little bit. but there are a couple of things that I will point out as we get into it. Again, this one's just... this game's phenomenal. I love this game. Wholeheartedly. It scratched that Silent Hill itch that Konami was just refusing to do for years. Yeah. Plus, here's hoping some of the game audio fixes up some of the echo, too. One of the other things I was actually originally going to do to help with the echo a little more was I have a half-finished couch in my living room right now. Not fully built yet. I was going to take the big box from it and I was going to put it around me. Shocking illegal experiments or a man gone insane. Yeah, this whole opening is also great. It's loud. Well, Konami will Konami. At the end of the day, Konami will always Konami. Even if we've gotten slightly better Silent Hill games now, and, you know, they haven't been completely shitting the bed, it's still Konami at the end of the day. They're gonna do it again. Lest we forget Silent Hill Ascension is a thing. We all float down here. Yeah, in a minute we will. Actually, I think you can see them. Yeah. I just let go of the leash. At the very least, I'm like, no! Fuck that, I'm getting my dog back. Oh, of course. Sewer level at the beginning, naturally. That one of the early incentives for this game was you got to put your name in the sewer at the beginning. Very cute stuff. But that's why you'll see some graffiti on the walls and some names for people. Hey, good to see you, Velvet. Great. There's a couple of things I'm still working on. Like I said, the stuff I need to get set up in this room and everything. But other than that, everything's been fine. It's kind of just been liberating being by myself. I'm reminded of that one game that Markiplier played way back in the day. He failed right at the end and never went back. Oh! Yeah, that one sewer game. I forget the name of it.
Wow.
Now who's that? Yeah, I backed this game. I forget the name of the game, but it was a smaller game. Was it? There was one... Some lose. That's good. There was one I remember from way back, where it was like you were constantly going around the sewers, and I don't remember the game, but yeah, he never went back and beat it till like a long time after. There's a couple of games he did that with. But yeah, had to get my name in the credits. You never know. And unlike something like Shenmue 3, where my name is in the credits of that game, I don't regret the... Oh, I don't remember how much it was even. Was it like maybe $20, $25 to get your name in the credits of this? Whereas with Shenmue 3, it was $100. There is some regret there. And I wasn't even the most, like, ardent hater of Shenmue 3, but... Vanish! That was it! Yep, yeah, that was the one, because you were in the sewers the whole time. That was the name of it. That was the one. Shenmue 3 is the thinking man's regret. Oh. Are those donuts? Not much on TV nowadays, so I thought I'd make my own show. I started putting food and rancid meat in the useless old box, and all sorts of little critters would come and play. It was really relaxing to just sit on the sofa and watch them eat, but the small critters started attracting larger ones to the show. Some horrid, putrid thing kept coming by to watch, so I would just pretend to be asleep till it passed. But I think it knows I'm awake. I think it's watching me, not the show on the TV. I remember the interview where he said he liked making games, not playing. Yeah, that was... Oh. The build-up and atmosphere and everything in this is fucking top-notch. You know how in Silent Hill 1 you've got the real solid build-up to, you know, traveling over to the other side and everything in that? This game executes it very well, too. My eyes are useless. All they do now is sting and show me stuff that can't be real. That rancid thing wants them. I say let it have them. Makes Shenmue 3 make more sense. Like, funnily enough, most problems with Shenmue 3 were like things where if it just had some slight tweaks, if they made the combat more like the original game, I wouldn't have even had a problem with it. If the grind wasn't fucking there, like, oh my god, when you had to buy the fucking sake, no, absolutely not. Never again. It wasn't the sake, it was the huge jug of alcohol. Never again. Now they're remastering Shenmue 3, and they said, we're gonna go back and fix a bunch of that. I'm like, good. My name is in this game that I only kinda sorta liked. Not really liked. They added more plot. The ending of Shenmue 3 is the absolute worst part of it. By and far. I can't even argue that point. It's just bad. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. I've played this game, like, 2 or 3 times now, I think. That gets me every single fucking time. Like, holy shit. Every time. It's worse with headphones, because you hear them behind you. Isn't the ending the worst of every Shenmue from an Anderson? Because, like, wait, that's it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. The problem with Shenmue 3 compared to the rest of them, though, I don't think that's our dog. We'll get to that. Is Shenmue 1 and 2 at the very least progress the plot with their endings? Shenmue 3 is... by the end of the game, the characters are just a little further into China and that's it. Like, no progress was made on figuring things out or what land he is after. None of that. All the characters pretty much start in the same place they were at the beginning of the game is the problem. You just have like 2 or 3 more people with you now. hope abandon ye who enter here. Well, that's my dog. I'm fucking going after it. Yeah, I've never actually read or watched the manga or anime for that, although I have a friend that says it's very funny. They enjoy it. Oh my god, the music too, holy shit. It's perfect. I do have negative things to say about this game. We're not there yet. But it's very few. Yeah, I think they said something similar about it. I had a friend who felt the same way about what was it? Fairy Tale, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of anime I will watch, but it's mostly just been like movies. Oh my. Would it really be a proper Silent Hill game if we didn't have a couple poopy looking monsters? Oh. Oh, that one's broken. Oh. Okay. Am I about to get shot by Bond? When the game starts getting a little more quieter that you start worrying. More on topic, I saw a new fishing horror game released recently. For some reason, that's on Insubstantial. I've seen so many of them, like not just like Dredge. I know people bring up Dredge because it's the bigger one in that genre. But I've seen so many. There was like that old one where you're going around fishing up stuff, and like you find your wife's ring, and you find out that like the dude killed her the whole time and shit. Like I don't remember the name of that one. Is that our pupper? Pupper? Not pupper. And we're back. Then there was that other one that just came out recently, where it's like the I forget the name of that one too, but you have the talking fish and you're trying to like pay off your debt. That one was fun. I played that one for a bit. That one only takes like 20-30 minutes to beat. More names. Trash, please. Animal Crossing? No. You're on you're on a fishing boat and you owe the mob money or something. It's actually very good. I don't remember the name of it, but it's very good for like a short half-an-hour horror game. Diet, the trick to stop all eating. Never read those. But the one on the right saying something about like disgusting images and stuff like that. Seems to be easier to read the further back you go. This magazine piece of trash ads should not have more than... What? Ah, I can't make it out. That's kind of the point with it too, is it's not supposed to be. But you are going to notice a lot of the ads in the wall are about the same thing. We'll get to that. Oh, besides the spooky ad, because of course there's a spooky ad. Oh, good. It works. Hey! Come back for that. Hey! That's my dog. I need that. That's my service animal, you dumb bitch. Coming into my house, looking like an escape asylum patient. Stealing my dog. Oh, I'll be back. Yeah, this isn't the only recent game you've played where the goal of the game is to get your dog back. You're not wrong. Give him my bumper. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we'll catch up with that train. You know, trains, very easy to catch up to. While you're in another train. I love how the lighting bounces off the walls. When we were doing the worst of the best stream, and I was talking about how like the lighting in Silent Hill 3 really blew me away at the time. Like it's stuff like that. I absolutely love it. Less that it's difficult, more inadvisable. I don't want to go. I just want to stay in this train. I want to stay in the dark when no one can see me. Well, that didn't sound good. Hello? Who's driving this thing? Who's running people over? Yeah, who's conducting this train? I have choice words for them. It's such good build-up. The problem you run into with a lot of, like, when you play so many, like, Unity horror games and everything by small developers, a lot of the problem is the build-up and the payoff. And when you're playing smaller projects, a lot of the payoff is just it's the same thing chasing you over and over again. That doesn't really happen as much here. Oh yeah, do we have? Yeah, we do have one of the two. So, I think according to Kira, if I remember correctly, only the first and second tape in this are canon? It might be more of them. The things that actually happen. The other ones are just kind of what-if scenarios.
Boy, it's just a floating head. Boys, you gave me a fright.
Oh.
Need bolt cutters. I need to rescue my boy.
I am taking my dog and leaving. Also, some of the puzzles in this are very good. A little game called Midnight. Oh, yeah, you actually get to play that with one of the updated versions. Pretty cool. Yeah, when I first played this, it was way back when it was first out, and there wasn't a lot of new content in it at the time. But since then, Kira added in a bunch of shit over like a year or two. This whole station is just broken. Lines are run backwards, access panels are hard to get to, and sometimes the power just cuts. Since this is considered a bad part of town, the funding for the station was minimal, and most of the construction was done by local residents. To top it off, the last maintenance guy messed up everything. He told me where he left when he left to keep every light on, and to either redirect or send off any trains that arrived. I've made several attempts to fix the electrical problems, but it's so bad I don't think I'm getting anywhere. So I'm leaving. This job just isn't worth the hassling. If the power goes out on the tracks, you have to reboot the whole system. In order to do that, go to each section and turn off the breaker boxes, then come back here and restart the system. Barely been able to keep the power on, so that's about all the advice besides quitting I can give. Wonderful. Oh, and since this is, old school Silent Hill in a lot of its design, you will just go back to your saves if you die. Nothing in progress about that. before we go in there. Don't remember if you can pick up some bullets somewhere, because we're about to need them. Topics. Just jump it. Just jump it. Wow, it looks nice out there now. Wish I could be out there where it's nice. And you might sit there and say, wow, the lockpicking looks really simple. Yeah, it is. For good reasons. Woohoo! And what was the point of that? We have lockpicks. Actually, a lot of the point of that was pretty much just to teach you how the lockpicking works. Can we go in this one yet? Yeah. Monday is coming. Oh boy. Well, that looks useful. Love the little, what looks like a stars badge on it. It's great. So the game's now giving you a pistol and a shotgun. You're like, great. We've beaten up a homeless person so far, and that's really been about it. Come on, Drew, when's the spooky stuff gonna start happening? Oh, there's the... What is that? Excellent question. Broken. Broked. Now it's a Silent Hill game. Actually, no, it isn't. Most of the doors work in this. Alright, there's our first breaker box. Now we have a problem. That problem is, we don't stop moving. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to be in here anyways. Broke. Is there something I need in here? I have to look quick. No, we can just leave. Let me leave. Why can't I move? There we go. That was weird. Hey, look at that. We can run and reload at the same time. What will they think of next? Pretty sure I've been here too. Let the shotgun work for you. I think we go down here. It's been a while since I played this, but I did play through it quite a few times. But like I said, it was like back when it first came out. Ah, must be a vampire. What happened here? Well, somebody missed the toilet. No. I don't know what to tell them. These look perfectly usable. Maybe not that one. I don't know what to do. Not happy. So ugly. Everyone treats me like I'm not even real. They're so pet pretty and perfect. They all have friends. Just the shotgun. We're just using this one as storage. Bug. Probably go back to the save room after this. Actually, I forget if one's close by. Oop. Slow day when it happened. Only 2 trains even stopped here, and I didn't see her until it was too late. I heard her sobbing as she walked down the tracks. I wanted to run and save her. Hear the train. I just waited and listened. I must have regretted it at the last moment because I heard her scream. Can't stop her. Passes through the walls. All I can do is wait. How did we get into a Walmart bathroom? More like a TGI Fridays on a weekend bathroom. Hi! Go away! Thank you. Have a nice day. I don't think anything changed. Oh. No. speaking of, I don't want to be wasting all of that. We're gonna kind of need it later. I think there's just the one. I want to go save first. Read. Oh. So nice. I felt like I mattered again. He made me feel real. Tells me that I matter. He doesn't think I'm so ugly. I want to make a decision. I want control back in my life. I want to matter. Everybody just makes choices for me. Maybe I'll find some place where I can be happy. Some place dark without people to remind me how ugly I am. Sorry. Nope. There's a Easter egg with the save room sometimes. I will show it if it comes up, but I think it's completely random if it does. The other switch. Wasn't? No, not in here. In the other place. Oh, hey. OBS, you doing okay? The second I looked over to the right, I saw it was dropping some frames, and then immediately got them back. Actually, one of the new things that I picked up was a new cable. The cable situation in this place is funny. I'll have to show a picture of it or something. So here's how the layout for my place works. So you have a you walk into the place, and there's the living room. There's a door right to the right that's to my bedroom. And a little further down from there is the kitchen. The kitchen and the bedroom have doors that connect to them. There's a door beyond the kitchen that leads to another spare room where the attic is. And then if you go all the way to the end of the hall in the living room, there's the bathroom. And there's another door beyond the bathroom, which is the room I'm in right now. So the only cable hookup that worked in the house is one that's in the living room. So I had to feed an Ethernet cable through the bathroom into this room. Now, the previous person who was here, they had to do the same thing. So there's actually holes drilled into the panels on the very bottom where you can feed a cable through it. So I just bought new cables, and I'm going to get them set up tomorrow. And I want to see if maybe that'll help with any dropped frames we have. But honestly, I think every single time we have dropped frames, it's just YouTube. I've never seen anything else that would just be like, that would just like contradict that. Hang on, isn't there another? Was it this door? No, this room's the one that has the lockpicks. Hang on. I'm forgetting where the third door is. Frames seem okay. They should be, and it's only me using my internet now. I don't have my roommate, sitting there watching like anime in 4K while I'm streaming and shit like that. But yeah, things should be fine. But the Ethernet cable that I'm using to stream, I've been using the same cable for like, I want to say 12 years now. Toy Story 2 is okay. I don't know, what do you think about this, lady?
Dude, stop watching Naruto.
I'm streaming. It's never a thing that bothered me. But sometimes, when the streams were at their, like, absolute worst, when the frames were skipping around all the time, one of the causes of that was just the roommate was just doing a bunch of, like, streaming and shit. Ooh. Unstoppable. Very cry-fear and stuff. Yeah! That was actually one of the first things I thought when I first played this. Oh, fuck. Yeah, when the game says the handgun is broken, sometimes it just doesn't fire. Is it here? No. But there is another way to go. Pretty sure it's not here. No, it's that. Yeah. Was it back? I think it might be back at the train. Hang on. Shoot. You doing okay there, Spectre? No, it wasn't down here. I am just forgetting which door you had to go through. That's all it is. I'm just forgetting. It has been a while. Well, we can play the second tape. Also, considering how low poly everything is, the lighting's very good. I know I was bringing that up earlier, too, but it is. Not sure that horror should be high poly anyways. Sometimes I think it can work. Like Dead Space kind of proved you can make that shit work if you're, like, substantially gritty with it, I think. But horror always works well for me when you have to start filling in some of the blanks yourself. Actually, there's two things I look for in a horror game every single time. And everything else about your horror game can be dog shit, but these are the two most important things to me. First, your sound design needs to be top fucking notch. Everything else for me is lower on the totem pole for me. If you can make a spooky as shit game and your audio design is excellent, that's what matters most to me. And the second thing that a horror game needs for me is proper payoff. because you have a lot of games that are just very jump scare focused, and that doesn't work so well for like sometimes it works. Sometimes you can make that work, you know, if your jump scares are good enough. Like when I was playing Shipwrecked last year. Like, you can make jump scares work. But they need to be done well, and you need to dread them happening. Not in the, oh, fuck, I gotta deal with this again, in the, oh shit, I know what happens if I get caught kind of way. And it's really hard for a horror game to handle that, because in most cases with horror games, you get caught, and you either go back to a save, or it just plops you back somewhere, you know? There's really no in between. There's no punishment for getting caught. God, I can still whistle in these. Yeah. And then you just have stuff like that, where it's just inherently creepy. I don't necessarily believe a horror game needs to be scary. So yeah, to lead into the second thing, a horror game should make you think about it long after you're done playing. And there could be a lot of things that can cause that to happen. I'll just hit them. Like, the story is intriguing enough to where you're still thinking about it long after the fact. Or, like, a particular scare really got you and stuck with you. Or it has something that, like, no other horror game has done. Like I when I streamed I'm Scared, and I showed that off and everything, a lot of why I really enjoyed and liked that game was because of the uniqueness of it making it feel like there was something in your computer the entire time. And was it one of these? Is it this one? Am I just missing a door? Or is it that? Oh, that. I bet I just wasn't going over here. Nope, not that. Jump scares need to be a release of tension, not a sudden. Yeah, exactly. And they need to be timed well in order for that to work. There it was. Yeah, I just wasn't going in here. I was being an idiot. That was me. I was just missing this door. This is all on me. No one else to even blame. But hey, good news. I already unlocked this door here. I don't think the game relocks it. It might. Ouch. No, it doesn't. Bye. But yeah, your horror game needs a sticking point. It needs something that is going to make you remember it. Which is why I always bring up Fear 2's ending. Like, Fear 2 is not really a great game at all. Compared to the first game, the shooting is bland and generic. There's only a couple interesting things about it. And then, of course, there's the one thing everybody talks about with Fear 2, which is the ending. It's like, look, say what you will about Fear 2. The ending made people talk about it still to this day. I don't think it's a great game. It's actually the reason we haven't streamed it yet. I just don't really like it. But it got people talking, and everyone remembers it still, don't they? Or I agree. The plot of Fear really shouldn't have been in a mid-level. Right. Oh yeah, it's gonna be about time that you leave there, Kat. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. The way that the rest of the audio just cuts out, like, oh, good. Makes me feel so much better sometimes, but I worry that I'm not good enough. He wants me to lose weight. I'm really trying, but it's just so difficult. I look in the mirror and nothing's changed. But yeah, with how sci-fi inspired everything is in like the OG Fear, yeah, I agree. Good night, Cat. Oh, sorry, Cat Velvet. Said goodbye to Cat earlier, and my brain was just thinking. Yeah, no, I'm very happy to be streaming again. Still nothing. Like I said, I think it's random when it happens. So, I don't know. Might be one of those Easter eggs we just don't see. There are a few of them in this. Probably don't have to think for this yet. Oh no, but it's covered in some kind of slime. Is there a note in here? Broken. I know there's a note that tells you the solution. suppose we could just brute force it, too. But I don't remember brute forcing this puzzle. I don't remember brute forcing this. Oh, another door. I died. Back off. I've got a jug. Let's get this slime taken care of. Check! Good job, idiot. Oh, gee, thanks. What? Ow. I don't remember these being such a pain in the ass to kill. There we go. Gross. Disgusting. Wow. Don't take as nearly as many shots of that. And that guy snaps, and he starts going down the hallway. Boom, boom. Comes to my cubicle. He's like, "Thanks for the candy." And it's blocking the tunnel. Life was too harsh. Love was lost forevermore. Hung from a ceiling fan. The floor. Oh! Ah! You know, I actually forgot about that. Jeez. Yeah, it's something coming back to this game all these years, and this shit still gets me. Oh, good. Yeah, my roommate used to watch that religiously. I don't know what to write. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. I don't know if it makes me happy or sad. I think we're going to have a child. A rat toilet. Life was too harsh, and a bridge was close by. Sank in the water, gaping for the sky. Oh, but why? This is the only game I've played this week that has an old kitchen knife as a weapon. Broken. I think we're actually dying. Time to go. I ain't dealing with you. Oh, they break that shit. Now, we have the puzzle solution. As always, I like to go back and save sometimes. You never know. Yeah, I think that this part is the only required death in the game. But it did catch me off guard the first time I played it. I was like, oh, well, what the shit? I was like, oh, it was supposed to happen. Life was too harsh. This job just wasn't fair. Laid in the assembly.
My pupper.
More pick locks. But I can't go through that way, Pupper. I'll have to go around to a dead end. Yeah. Go through the other door. Or we just go back. The Pupper went that away. Pretty sure I see a dead end in that other one. I don't know. This is more of a, you know, J.C. Denton kind of thing to do. Crawling around in all these vents. They took my dog. Now I'll take their kneecaps. Yeah, biggest praise I can give this game is its audio. It's great. You know what's another thing I always look for in a horror game? A lot of it's story related and everything. And it does kind of relate to that second point that I made earlier about, well, you know, a horror game should really make you think about it after you're done playing it. But another thing that I generally try to look out for in a horror game, like even seeking them out sometimes, is stuff that something that understands the struggle that the characters are going through. Yeah, you have a lot of junk where it's just like, oh, I'm trapped in a house and there's a guy outside trying to get in. What is attacking me? Worm? Worm. Worm. Worm in wall. If a horror game can succeed in actually making you feel like you're the one in that setting, then I think it does a good job. Like, if it can really immerse you in whatever it's trying to do. And that's where stuff like Dead Space works for me. Where Dead Space isn't really scary per se. A lot of its horror is more in like the in the corner, like a Dark Souls bitch. Oh, pick. Where you start questioning things in Dead Space. It's something the remake also did very well. Where instead of, and your wife wasn't there the whole time, which was like, whatever, I guess. But in the remake, they actually made it so that there was someone there, and you just thought it was your wife the whole time. It wasn't Isaac being in two places at once. But it does a good job communicating that to the player. That's what's important. Yeah, was there one on the floor somewhere? Did I miss a lockpicking set somewhere? Worms, answer me. Yeah, nothing down here. Go check the other hallways. Huh? I don't think I can go back. No. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do defensive stances in this too. Yep. Oh. Really? I don't think it's possible to soft lock yourself in this. I'm pretty sure there's just supposed to be another lockpicking set somewhere. I don't know. Lockpicks that are disposable is one of those things where it's like, I guess I can kind of get it from a mechanical sense, but, like, most lockpicks aren't disposable. It's not like you're melting off locks most of the time, you know? I I might just not have seen it. What is going on? Hello? Worm, did you have it? I don't know. I have a sledgehammer. This thing, much like a crowbar, should just kind of be a universal key for any door, really. Unless that thing's made of solid steel. Open the damn door. You'd think that would work. Huh. Okay. You have to use the one lockpick set to get in here. And I don't think there's another way to go. Mine? Soft locked? Is that what's happened? Do I need to reload? I don't ever remember this happening originally. Huh. Okay, well, I'm gonna reload. I do not remember that. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's stay extra vigilant. For a second lockpick set. That's really silly. Yeah, because you have to use this one. Well, now I'm going to check all these dead ends just in case. Nothing. Yeah, no, nothing. And I don't think there was an alternate path or anything we missed in here. That's funky. That's really funky. Oh. Plus, I don't think they would have put, you know, the lockpick somewhere where you just couldn't get it. Yeah, nothing. Could be, perhaps, that it just... maybe it just deleted it from my inventory and it didn't mean to? I don't know. Time for worms again. Hello, worm. Do you have the key? Is it you? Okay. Hmm. Open up! Yeah, how do I not remember where this key is? What in the heck? Video game gun. Cannot shoot the lock off. Man. Well, you know what time it is. Time to start pushing yourself into walls. Damn. That's some New York City style trash bags. Huh. Where in the hell? I am lost. Yeah, no, open! Is this a bug? I don't... I genuinely don't remember not being able to open this. Is this a bug? I'm looking it up. I need to make sure this isn't a bug. Um... I am not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about it. This might just be a bug. Either that, or I'm just a big idiot, and there's a door somewhere I'm not seeing. Unfortunate. Yeah, I just... This might just be a bug. Either the second set isn't spawning... Or... And we looked to see if there was another set. This is... Hang on. I don't think there's anything else we need back here. Have to run to the trains again. Well, I guess I'll check the dead ends. But I'm not seeing any items. Plus, I don't think they'd put the lockpick set all the way back here. Well, let's check the bathroom again before we head up. Yeah, that's just the note. That's the other note we already read. This is the most patched version of this game, too. Somebody went and made off with a toilet. Okay. So, nothing. No... There's no lockpick set back here. See, so past that point, the game is supposed to do something that throws you off. It's not supposed to be here. Not even the bonds would be so dastardly. As to just intentionally make you not get a key? Yeah. Speaking of bonds, I was laughing my ass off. So I made a joke, and I know I made this joke on stream. Like, probably a year or two ago now. More specifically, probably it's like, oh, they're gonna bring out remasters or a collection of the Star Force games before they do Legends. Yeah. Yeah, they are. What the fuck, Capcom? Okay. Picklock set. Ammo. Broken door. There are no other items in here. Right? Failed. That didn't happen this time. Okay, but we're still missing a lockpick set somewhere. Thing is, I don't even know if it was in my inventory to begin with. Like, it had to have been, because it picked that door. But why isn't it picking the other one? And we've looked everywhere. Like, we have definitely looked everywhere now. And we've gone through this. This is our third time. I've been making sure to check the dead ends. You know, the first-person perspective, too. I think this would make an excellent game to play in VR. Wonder if somebody's made a mod for it or something. That would be pretty cool. Especially with, like, how all the weapons float around. That'd be fun. And hey, wouldn't even be the first game Kira did that was VR. Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion has a VR mode. So you can play that whole thing in VR first person and, you know, get scared by cardboard cutouts. I do not recall this happening. So what's supposed to happen here is it's supposed to attempt to lockpick the door, and it always says it fails. That's what's supposed to happen here. And then you walk away, and you come back, and the door opens itself up. Okay, Worm, you're coming through a wall somewhere. No, there's no invisible wall or anything. This might just be a soft lock. What is it with these streams? Take a break from streaming so long, and I accidentally... This one. I'm not trying it a fourth time. Okay. I don't know. Should we message the developer? Hey, I think I soft-locked your game that you stopped working on for like 4 or 5 years. Can you come back and take a look at my copy? Every copy of Lost in Vivo is personalized. And again, this is the latest version. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna look for something quick. Hang on. This is ridiculous. What is it with me playing some slightly older games and something always goes wrong? Like, especially with like the... Okay, almost every time I've done like a favorite horror game for a stream, like every time something has gone cataclysmically wrong. I constantly think back to the Dark Eye stream. That is ridiculous. Yep. Someone pointed out. Years ago, that there is a lockpick that you're supposed to pick up in the subway section. If you did not pick up that lockpick, you're stuck. Yeah. So because I missed picking up one item early, this is like a classic PC game kind of soft lock. Wow. Okay. So the only solution for me to continue playing is I'd have to either cheat, and I don't know if this game has cheats. That's terrible. That's actually terrible. How did we manage it? Oh, okay. Well, I I do not feel like playing through the game again to go find a missing lock pit that I did not get the first time through, because we'd have to go through another hour and a half of the game. Ain't doing it. That's actually pretty frustrating. Okay. Alternative plan, I guess. I did say we were going to leave Buy Sweet Carol for another time. I guess another time would be right now. So give me a second. I'm going to just throw a very quick thumbnail together. And I'm going to end this stream and start up another one. Wow. Okay. Okay. I will be back in a couple of minutes. Just keep an eye on the main channel page. The stream should be up in a few minutes. I will be right back. I'm going to end this one here. I will start up another one in just a second. Okay. See you guys in a bit.